So I was just sitting down saying I want to get some passive income coming in so I can get some coins flowing so I can write this TV show and see if I can really do something like that. And I was gonna make us up a stir. I kid you not, I was gonna make up a stir about two women who face an accusation of uh, sex with a child. It was gonna be a teenager. It's gonna be I was gonna make her like 16, and it's 16. I think it's like I forget the law in the country. I have to do a little research before I do the show. I might not do it anymore because guess what's in the news now? This guy is arrested for child porn or something. Man, and it just would make my show so irrelevant. So I'm gonna have to change that. But I was gonna do. It's like if you're 15 and under, I think in this country, you cannot consent. So that means you could be 15 years old, stand on a corner in fishnets, or you could be a 15-year-old come to high school in some fishnets, stilettos, and seduce your science teacher. He's going to jail because you cannot consent. You cannot consent. But 16, between 16 and 18, it's kind of tricky. But because they're under 18, maybe 17, and maybe 17, 16 and under is can't consent, and then 17 and 18. 18 year old is an adult. Like when you have a 17-year-old, they can consent, but the law can prosecute you based on it as being a child because they're under 18. They can consent, but you can still be prosecuted as if there's a child because they're under 18. They're not still an adult legally. So it would depend on what the charges would be. But I don't want to talk about this because I'm not saying that crime shouldn't be punished. It definitely should be. You know what I'm saying? It definitely should be punished. I wouldn't want to be a criminal. I would not want to live a life of crime. I wouldn't want to be dishonest. I wouldn't want to be wicked. And I'm glad they punish crime. And I'm glad the correction system tries to correct that behavior that some people have. If it can be corrected, when it can't be corrected, I think they call it a psychopath. When that behavior cannot be corrected, and the only thing I want to say about that is not makes my show I think irrelevant, but I have been working on that, been working on it. But that was just a small segment of it. It wasn't a whole show, so I guess I can kick that to the curb. Maybe God didn't want me to even bring it up. Maybe He didn't want me to bring it up. So, but I'm not saying crime should be punished. Like this man, it's like when I talk about the law, I'm saying um the law in this country have different type of punishment that they dole out for it. For example, let's say I stole some clothes out of Walmart in a big bag, and then I went to Target and I stole a pack of candy. Well, the clothes out of Walmart could potentially get me a felony, which a minimum in jail for a felony is 2 years. A minimum in jail for a misdemeanor for the candy, which is a misdemeanor, is 6 months. No, no, no. The minimum is no jail time at all. A misdemeanor, you don't get no jail time at all. You might get community service. You won't get any record. The maximum for a misdemeanor is 6 months. The maximum. The maximum for shoplifting, if you get 3 charges here in Louisiana, they may have changed the law, but they had 3 strikes on some shoplifters, and I know some shoplifters were getting life. I think you get with parole, so like you do 20 and get paroled. You still get paroled. You know what I'm saying? Life with parole. You know. That means like if you do 20, good behavior, whatever. You might have went to college while you were in there. You might have worked in the kitchen. You might have worked as a trustee, all good things. So, you get life, then you go to the parole board, all good things. You got somebody outside willing to let you live in their home. You have somewhere to go when you leave. It's all gravy that they let you go, like your parole. But it's like different crimes have different levels of punishment for the degree of the crime. So I don't know what the just charges are. Say he has some kind of material, child pornographic material. I don't know what those charges are, what the crime is. Now he pleaded not guilty through his attorney. Well, that's his right according to the laws of the books. It's not. I didn't say he's not guilty. I said that's his right according to the laws of the books. The Bible says, I mean, not the Bible. I'm sorry. The law says you are innocent. You're accused of a crime. You're not guilty. You're accused of a crime. You're innocent until proof against you. Proof against by who? Well, who arrested the police? The state. So the state has to prove their case that he did something because they arrested him for a crime. So that's the proof. So they get the prosecutor in and his legal team, and they go in and they prove what he did. And then they say, well, how much time are we going to give him? Well, this is his second time being arrested for that. Well, I'm not going to comment no more on that man's issue because, see, that could potentially affect something in that legal case. I'm not going to comment on it no more. God forgive me. But I will say, I'm not saying crime shouldn't be punished. I'm saying according to the laws of the books, it had different punishments for every crime. Different punishment for every crime. We got to find out what the punishment for that crime is. So let's say a woman. I said this before. A woman stole some perfume. She's had 4 kids. She's a widow or a divorcee. I'm gonna say she's divorcee. She had 4 kids. Her husband lost his job due to COVID. She would never work. She was a stay-at-home mom. He gave her the house. So now she had to pay all of this. Great news. Because she had owned home, they give her 4 months of her mortgage. They give her food stamps and they give her medical care. Then COVID give her all kind of benefits to help them along the way. Still, after 4 months, she still haven't got anything that she needs. She never worked before. He did everything. He ain't got no job. She ain't got no job. They don't know what to do. He get unemployment, and she can't find him nowhere. So she got to pay the mortgage now. It's the 5th month. They paid 4 months for her. The 5th month that came around, and she got to pay. She go and she steals some expensive perfume. She sell it. She pay her mortgage. She get a caught. She get accused of stealing. The maximum crimes for that is 2 years, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, so we go in. I'm gonna say it's the misdemeanor. So the maximum is 6 months. I'm gonna say the perfume was $350. So let's say it's the maximum she can sell. The time she could do is 6 months. We go to court. Go to through all the process. She did a crime. She stole something. That's a crime. It's illegal to steal. It's a breach of trust. You took something that don't belong to you. You didn't pay for it. Go in. Now, on the flip side, let's say this 18-year-old wants a new pair of shoes. She steals that same perfume. She goes and she buys some shoes. She goes out to a party, but she gets drunk. She have a good time. She went to the hotel with her friends. They had a party, and she had the shoes they got on Facebook with the shoes on Instagram with the shoes on at the hotel, and laughing and talking. Her intent was to get something she didn't pay for. This woman's intent was she was under major stress. She lost her husband. She didn't know how to keep her kids' house. She know what she was gonna do. Shit, that perfume is in demand. Somebody won't pay $1,000 for a $350 perfume. She grabbed it, it was gone. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna consider 2 different crimes and 2 different punishments. Why? She was under stress and she needed money quick. This girl want to have fun and she didn't want to pay for it. So they're gonna punish them 2 different ways. Same crime, stealing, but they're gonna punish her 2 different ways. All right, because she need help with getting money. The other girl needs to know what she did was wrong, and she cannot take stuff without paying for it. So that's what I would mean by the punishment for the level of crime in